OMG, your soulmate got a phone call and cut everyone off. They said you are this Valentine. Do not scroll past this moment. This is not a coincidence. It is a divine appointment right now as you are watching this. The energy between you and your soulmate has just taken a massive, unexpected shift. Earlier today, something happened behind the scenes. A phone call was made, a truth was revealed, and your soulmate did something they've never done before. They cut everyone off. They silenced the noise of the world. They stepped away from the distractions, and they closed the door on everyone else because they finally realized that this Valentine's Day, you are the only one who matters. If you've been feeling a strange pull in your chest, or if you've been seeing repeated signs like 11, 11, 222, or even their name appearing in random places, it's because the universe is preparing you for a massive revelation. While you were going about your day, perhaps feeling lonely or wondering if they even care, they were having a spiritual breakthrough. This person, the one who has been distant, the one who has been confused or running away, heard something on a call today that shook them to their core. It was the wake-up call they desperately needed to stop pretending and start facing the truth of their feelings for you. In this message, I am going to reveal exactly what was said on that call that changed everything. I will explain why they chose this specific moment to distance themselves from the crowd just to get closer to you, and what they are secretly planning for this Valentine's Day. This message is personal, it is direct, and it carries the weight of a soul contract that is finally being honored after so much silence. Stay with me until the very end, because the energy we are building right now is the final key to unlocking their heart and bringing them back to your doorstep. Your wait is ending, and their journey back to you has officially begun. The moment that changed everything happened just hours ago. I want you to take a deep breath and visualize this, because the energy of this event is still rippling through the spiritual veil. Your soulmate was in a place filled with people. It could have been a social gathering, a busy office, or a family dinner. On the surface, they were acting normal, but internally, the pressure of the upcoming Valentine's Day was already weighing heavily on their soul. They were looking at the red roses in shop windows, the advertisements for couples, and every single one of those things felt like a sharp sting to their heart because they knew deep down they were with the wrong people or in the wrong mindset. Suddenly, their phone buzzed. This wasn't just any notification. This was the catalyst, whether it was a call from a mutual friend, a family member who knows the truth, or even a divine wrong number that triggered a memory. The voice on the other end said something that acted like a key in a lock. The person on the phone mentioned your name. Or perhaps they mentioned how life is too short to spend the most romantic day of the year in a lie. At that exact second, something snapped inside your soulmate. The noise around them, the laughter of friends, the mundane talk of colleagues became unbearable. It felt like static. They realized that while the world is preparing for Valentine's Day with flowers and candy, they were starving for something real. They were starving for you. This is why they did what they did. They didn't just hang up. They walked out. They literally or figuratively cut everyone off. If they were in a room, they left it. If they were in a conversation, they silenced it. They put their phone on Do Not Disturb for everyone except the thought of you. Why? Because the realization hit them like a tidal wave. I am about to face another Valentine's Day, and if I don't change something now, I am going to lose the only person who ever truly saw my soul. Think about the courage it takes to silence the world. They are currently in a space of isolation, but it's a sacred isolation. They are sitting in their car or standing on a balcony looking at the moon, and they are finally admitting to themselves what they've been running from. They are looking at the calendar, seeing February 14th approaching, and the thought of spending it without you has become a physical pain. They whispered your name to the wind, not for attention but as a prayer. They realized that all the people they were busy with, all the distractions they used to avoid your energy, are meaningless. They said to themselves, "They are the one. They are my Valentine. They are my home." The weight of this phone call was so heavy because it stripped away their ego. Usually, pride keeps them away. Usually, fear of rejection keeps them silent. But this call reminded them of a memory, maybe a past Valentine you shared, or a dream of a Valentine you should have had. It forced them to compare the coldness of their current life with the warmth of your unconditional love. And as they cut off the world, they started building a bridge back to you in their mind. They are currently reflecting on every mistake, every silence, and every missed opportunity. They are thinking, how do I make this right before the 14th? How do I show them that they are my priority? You might have felt a sudden shiver at that moment. You might have felt an unexplained wave of sadness or a sudden burst of hope. That was them. That was the moment they cut the cords with the 3D world distractions to realign with your 5D soul connection. The universe is no longer allowing them to hide. The Valentine's clock is ticking, and the divine pressure is making it impossible for them to stay away. They are no longer interested in the everyone else. They have realized that everyone else is just a distraction from the only one, and that only one is you. The phone call was the final nudge from the angels telling them, run to your soulmate. The time is now. Valentine's Day is not about a date, it's about the destiny you've been avoiding. So, as they sit in that silence they've created, know that you are the only occupant of their thoughts. The noise has stopped. The truth has started. And this Valentine's Day is about to become the turning point you've been praying for. As the silence from that phone call settled into their spirit, a massive shift began in the unseen realms, and this is where you come into the story. You see, when a soulmate cuts off the world to focus on you, the universe doesn't stay quiet. It starts sending ripples, signals, and divine whispers to prepare your heart for what is coming this Valentine's Day. Have you noticed the world around you lately? The way the atmosphere feels heavy yet electric. This is not just the Valentine season hype you see in stores. This is the energy of divine intervention. The angels and the higher powers are working overtime right now because they know that for many of you, this February 14th isn't just a holiday, it's a deadline for destiny. The first sign you may have encountered is the sudden appearance of synchronicity. Have you been glancing at the clock and seeing 2, 22, 4, 44, or 11? 11 more frequently this week. Perhaps you've seen Valentine's advertisements that seem to speak directly to your private thoughts. These numbers are the universe's way of saying, pay attention. The alignment is happening. The person who cut everyone off is now vibrating on your frequency. Every time you see a pair of birds, two matching cars, or even hear a song that was your song, it is a direct confirmation of that secret phone call your soulmate received. The universe is reflecting their internal realization back to you. They are thinking of you. And because the Valentine's energy is so potent right now, their thoughts are manifesting in your physical reality as these signs. But there is a deeper sign, a more spiritual one. Have you felt a sudden, unexplained pressure in your chest? Or perhaps a wave of warmth that washes over you while you're doing something completely ordinary? This is soul telepathy. Because your soulmate has silenced the noise of other people, their energy has nowhere else to go but toward you. Since that phone call, they have been sending you messages through the veil. They are whispering, "I'm coming back," or "I'm sorry I waited so long," and your soul is picking up those signals. This Valentine's Day is acting as a magnetic pole. In the spiritual world, holidays associated with love create a portal. This portal is currently wide open, and the divine is using it to bridge the gap that pride and fear created between you. The reason your soulmate had to cut everyone off is that the divine intervention required total focus. You cannot hear the voice of God or the guidance of your heart when you are surrounded by the wrong people. By clearing their circle, your soulmate has allowed the Valentine's light to enter their life. The angels are now showing them visions of a future with you, visions of next Valentine's Day. And the one after that, where there is no more distance, no more running, and no more other people. I want you to look for a very specific sign in the next 48 hours. You might see a red rose in an unexpected place, or someone might mention a name that starts with the same letter as your soulmate's name. This is the grand confirmation. It is the universe's way of telling you that the bridge is built. The divine is also working on your heart. Why have you been feeling so reflective lately? Why has this particular Valentine's Day felt different, more intense, more make or break than any before? It's because you are being purged of old doubts. The divine intervention is removing your waiter's fatigue. It is renewing your hope so that when they finally make their move, you are standing in a place of high vibration love, not desperation. Remember, the phone call they received wasn't an accident. It was orchestrated by the same forces that brought you to this video. The spiritual world is tired of the separation. It is tired of the missed connections. This Valentine's Day, the intervention is so strong that even the most stubborn soulmate cannot resist the pull. They are being guided by an invisible hand, pushed by a divine nudge that says, "If you don't act now, you will lose the most precious gift I ever gave you." So when you see a heart shape in the clouds, or when a random stranger says something that reminds you of a secret joke between you and your partner, smile, take a deep breath and say, "I claim this alignment." The stage is being set. The lights are dimming on the rest of the world, and the spotlight is moving directly onto you and your soulmate. The noise has been silenced. The signs are everywhere. The Valentine's portal is active. Your soulmate has cut everyone off because the universe told them there is only room for one person in their future, and that person is you. Stay grounded. Keep your vibration high, and watch how the world begins to rearrange itself to bring you together before the clock strikes midnight on the 14th. After the world went silent and the divine signs began to manifest, something even deeper started to happen within the core of your soulmate being. This is the moment of truth. This is the heart's confession that was triggered by that life-altering phone call. As they disconnected from the others, the friends who didn't understand your bond, the family members who pressured them, and the distractions that kept them busy, they were finally forced to face the mirror of their own soul. And in that reflection, they saw only you. They began to confess things to themselves that they had spent months, perhaps even years, trying to deny. The first thing they realized, with the pressure of Valentine's Day looming over them, was a simple but devastating truth. You are my only reality. They realized that every other person they talked to, every other hand they held, was just a shadow. They were trying to fill a U-shaped hole in their heart with people who didn't even know the melody of their soul. On that phone call, when your name was mentioned, or when the topic of true love came up, the mask they were wearing finally shattered. They confessed to the silence of their room, "I am tired of pretending. I am tired of acting like I am happy when my soul is screaming for the one person I pushed away." This Valentine's Day has become a mirror for them, reflecting back the emptiness of a life without your light. They are looking at the calendar and confessing that a Valentine's Day spent with anyone else would be a lie, a performance they are no longer willing to give. The second part of their confession is about worthiness. They whispered to themselves, "You are too good for the version of me that I've been giving you." This is why they had to cut everyone off. They realized that in order to be the person you deserve this Valentine season, they had to stop being the person everyone else wanted them to be. They are confessing that you are their final destination, not a stop along the way, not a maybe, but the place where their heart finally wants to unpack its bags and stay forever. They are thinking about the way you smile, the way you forgive, and the way you've stayed strong even when they were weak. They are confessing that your love is the only thing that ever felt like home. As the 14th of February approaches, their heart is beating with a new kind of honesty. They are telling the universe, "I don't want the roses. I don't want the cards. I don't want the grand gestures from strangers. I just want to hear their voice. I want to tell them that they are my beginning and my end." This confession is also a realization of regret. They are admitting that they wasted time. They are looking at the clock, feeling the urgency of the Valentine's portal, and confessing that they almost lost the most beautiful thing they ever had because of their own fear. But that phone call was the final push. It made them realize that tomorrow is not promised, but today is a gift. They are confessing that you are the only one who has ever truly known their secrets, their fears, and their dreams. They are literally sitting in their car or lying in bed right now, replaying every conversation you ever had. They are confessing that even in the silence, you were the only one they were talking to. They are saying, "You are my twin flame. You are the mirror of my spirit. And this Valentine's Day, I am coming home to myself by coming home to you." This is why the cutting off was so brutal and sudden. When a person realizes they are standing on the edge of losing their final destination, they don't walk, they run. They clear the path. They remove the obstacles. They are confessing that no one else can compare to you, not in beauty, not in spirit, and certainly not in the way you make them feel. So when you feel a sudden surge of love out of nowhere, or if you find yourself smiling for no reason while thinking about them, know that you are hearing their heart's confession. The telepathic bridge is wide open. They are telling you, even if their physical lips haven't said it yet, you are my Valentine. You are my forever. You are the only one I want to see when the world goes dark. The noise of the crowd has been replaced by the rhythm of their heart calling out your name. They have stopped listening to the world so they can finally listen to you. And what they are hearing is the truth they can no longer escape. This Valentine's Day is not about a date on a calendar. It is about the confession that you are their everything. As your soulmate sits in the profound silence they've created, a deep and powerful healing process has begun. This is the most critical phase of their journey back to you. You see, cutting everyone off was just the first step. The real work is happening inside the quiet chambers of their heart. That phone call acted like a divine surgical strike, cutting through layers of ego, pride, and old emotional blockages that have kept you apart for far too long. For months or perhaps even years, there were walls between you. These walls weren't made of bricks, but of past hurts, misunderstandings, and the bitterness of things left unsaid. But as Valentine's Day draws near, the universe is making it impossible for them to carry that heavy luggage any longer. They are currently in a state of emotional detox. They are looking at the mistakes they made, the times they went cold, the times they chose their ego over your love, and instead of running away from the guilt, they are finally sitting with it. They are realizing that the bitterness they felt wasn't really toward you. It was toward themselves for not being strong enough to love you properly. On that secret call, something was said that made them realize how fragile life is and how rare a connection like yours truly is. They are now actively removing the blockages. You might feel this energetically as a sudden lightness in your own spirit, that heavy feeling that has been sitting on your chest for weeks. That was the weight of their resistance. But now that they have stopped resisting, that weight is lifting. They are healing the fear of commitment that once paralyzed them. As they watch the world prepare for Valentine's Day, they no longer see commitment as a cage. They see it as a sanctuary. They are healing the fear of rejection by realizing that losing you is far scarier than being told no. They are literally rewiring their brain to prioritize your happiness over their own protection. They are whispering to the divine, I am ready to be the person they deserve. I am ready to let go of the past. This healing is also clearing the path for clear communication. The blockages in their throat chakra are dissolving. This is why, very soon, the words that were stuck will finally flow. They are practicing what they want to say to you this Valentine's Day. They are moving from a place of I can't to I must. They are washing away the influence of those third parties, those people they cut off who used to poison their mind with doubt. Now that those voices are gone, the only voice left is the voice of their soul, and it is singing your name. I want you to understand that this healing is a mutual process. While they are removing their blockages, the universe is asking you to remove yours as well. This is the time to let go of the resentment you've been holding. If you want them to come back as a healed version of themselves this Valentine's Day, you must be ready to receive them with a healed heart. Don't look back at the old them. Focus on the new them that is being birthed in this silence. The bitterness is melting away like ice under the February sun. They are choosing to remember only the light you brought into their life. They are looking at old photos of you or rereading old messages. And for the first time, they aren't feeling pain. They are feeling hope. They are healing the parts of themselves that felt they weren't enough for you. They are realizing that your love wasn't a burden to be carried, but a gift to be cherished. As these blockages fall away, the energy between you is becoming clean. No more games, no more mixed signals, no more hot and cold behavior. The internal healing they are doing right now is the foundation for the new chapter that is about to manifest. They are preparing their heart to be your home again. They are clearing out the cobwebs of the past to make room for the roses of the future. This Valentine's Day is the target for this healing. The divine timing is perfect. They needed that phone call to wake them up, and they needed this silence to fix what was broken. They are becoming the person you fell in love with all over again, but stronger, wiser, and more certain than ever before. The blockages are gone. The path is clear. The healing is complete. All that remains is the final step, the physical manifestation of their return. As we approach the end of this divine message, I want you to feel the air around you. Can you feel that subtle vibration? That is the sound of the universe shifting its gears to bring your manifestation into the physical world. The silence your soulmate created by cutting everyone off was the final preparation. The phone call was the spark, the healing was the bridge, and now we are at the threshold of the final manifestation. I have a very specific prediction for you. Over the next 24 to 48 hours, as we move closer to the 14th of February, you are going to witness a miracle. For some of you, it will be a sudden, unexpected text message that simply says, "I've been thinking about you." For others, it will be a phone call in the middle of the night, or a physical knock on your door. But regardless of how it arrives, the energy behind it will be different than ever before. It won't be filled with hesitation or games. It will be filled with the weight of someone who has realized that life without you is a Valentine's Day without a heart. The universe is giving you a final instruction. Release the how and the when. Your soulmate is already on their way. Their spirit has already arrived. Their body is just catching up. This Valentine's Day is not a day for you to worry or wonder if you are enough. You are more than enough. You are the only one who remained when they silenced the world. Now I want us to perform a powerful collective act of faith, to claim this manifestation and to lock this energy into your reality. I want you to go down to the comments right now. Write your name and their name followed by the words, "Our divine Valentine is here. I claim this love." By typing those words, you are sending a signal to the divine realm that you are ready to receive. You are telling the angels that the blockages are gone and the door is open. As you see others commenting, like their comments and send them a silent blessing. Because as we lift each other up, the manifestation power of this community doubles. Before I leave you today, I want to offer a special Valentine's blessing over your connection. Close your eyes for a moment. Divine Creator, thank you for the phone call that woke up this soulmate. Thank you for the courage they found to cut off the noise and focus on true love. We ask that this Valentine's Day be a celebration of reunion, honesty, and deep healing. Let every tear shed in the past be replaced by a smile of recognition. Bless this viewer with the peace of knowing that what is meant for them is already at their doorstep. It is done. It is so, and it is manifesting now. Remember, you are a being of light and you deserve a love that doesn't make you question your worth. Your soulmate has realized this. The world is quiet, the path is clear, and the 14th of February is about to become the day your life changed forever. Stay in this high vibration. Don't let doubt creep back in. You have heard the truth today, and the truth has set the stage for your reunion. I am so excited for the stories you will share in the comments very soon. Happy Valentine's Day. Your love has arrived. I will see you in the next message. God bless.